Cooking vegan shouldn't mean sacrificing your entire evening. After years of experimenting in my vegan kitchen, I figured out shortcuts that make preparing delicious meals effortless. So in this video, I'm gonna show you 8 vegan food hacks that will save you hours a week. Let me ask you this. Do you hate when you wanna make yourself something nutritious for dinner, but then you have to spend half an hour cutting up veggies? Or even worse, you end up procrastinating on using your veggies for that very reason, and then they go bad? I do. But I found a way around that. This method I'm gonna show you helps veggies keep for longer, it completely eliminates the time it takes to cut them, and the veggies will be even more nutritious. All you need to do is buy your veggies frozen. They come pre-cut and they're picked and frozen at the peak of their nutrition, which is why a lot of the time they're just as nutritious, if not more so, than their fresh counterparts that have been sitting around. Not to mention, they last much longer in the freezer. So all you have to do is throw them in the pan while you're cooking, they'll thaw in a matter of minutes. And you've got yourself a serving of veggies. And paired with this next hack, you'll be having delicious and healthy meals in minutes. Do you worry that you're not getting enough protein as a vegan? This next hack will make getting protein the quickest and most convenient part of your day. In just 2 seconds, it'll add a massive amount of protein and fiber into your meal. And it doesn't require any cooking time because it's just eating canned beans. And one of the added benefits you might not know is that canned beans can be just as nutritious as beans cooked from dried, especially if you stick to the no salt added varieties. I recommend always having a few spare cans on hand so you've always got a quick and healthy way to get protein. One of the easiest, most convenient breakfasts you can make is baked beans on toast, for example. British people in the comments be like, so if you think about it, cooking starts in the grocery store. And don't you hate the idea of sitting there, reading ingredient lists over and over and over and making sure a product is vegan? This next trick I'm gonna show you is gonna eliminate that process almost completely, and you'll know within 2 seconds if a product is vegan or not, and it works in 99% of cases. It truly amazes my non-vegan friends. They think I've memorized the whole grocery store. Anyways, this is especially useful if you're in a less advanced country that doesn't clearly mark if something is vegan or not, like the US. If you flip to the back, at the bottom of the ingredients list, it always has contains, which labels the most common allergens, including milk and eggs. Also, a lot of the times, they'll be in bold on the back, so you can spot them instantly. Foreign country? No problem. If you have an Android, use your Google Lens to translate. Another W for Android. But I'm sure Apple has something similar. Also, may contains is fine. It just means it was produced in a factory where that allergen was also present. So if you're deathly allergic, you need to avoid it. So this won't catch something like chicken stock or honey, but it'll usually be pretty obvious if the product has that. Rather, this trick is a game changer for checking eggs and milk, which tend to be the ingredients that are most snuck in. Do you love saving not only loads of time, but also loads of money? This next trick takes a bit more time up front, but pays off massively throughout the week, and it's hard to beat the convenience once you've done it a few times, because every day you're gonna have half of your meal ready before you even touch the stove. All you have to do is the next time you're cooking either a grain or a bean, you can save hours if you cook multiple portions at one time, say on the weekend or at the beginning of the week. After all, if you're cooking 1 portion or 5 portions, it takes about the same time, so might as well do a bunch at once. You can even batch cook grains and legumes together if you want. Either way, store them in a Tupperware in the fridge for easy access to staples of your favorite meals, and that'll cut your time in the kitchen by hours. Do you hate eating dry salads or burritos with no sauce?
You're making me mad! Just that f***ing mad!
Lots of people think that without dairy, you can't have creaminess in your dishes, but that's not true. There is a vegan alternative that's even more healthy and delicious, and it's just as convenient, if not more. With it, you can whip up a sauce or a cream in under 2 minutes, and it'll save you from ever having to eat a boring, dry salad or pasta ever again. The secret sauce is tahini, which is basically peanut butter just made from sesame seeds. It already comes super creamy, so just mixing any other spices and ingredients with something like a fork will get you the results in no time. Something like tahini, garlic salt, and a little vinegar or lemon juice alone will give you a delicious sauce. But the options of adding dill, basil, mint, turmeric, cinnamon, any combo of herbs and spices is endless. Plus, it's a nutrient powerhouse. It's full of calcium, protein, and healthy fats, so adding it to your diet is a no-brainer. But hang on, I've never heard of this stuff. Where can I find it? You can find it more and more in grocery stores, but another bet are Middle Eastern stores or just online. Do you miss the convenience of just throwing together a quick breakfast like scrambled eggs and getting along with your day? There are actually tons of extremely quick and nutritious vegan breakfasts, and the one I'm about to show you can be prepared even faster than scrambled eggs. All you'll need is some tofu, some spices, and you're ready to go. Take the tofu, crumble it, mix in some spices like salt, black pepper, turmeric, and garlic powder, throw it in the pan. You're done. And since it's tofu, unlike scrambled eggs, you really just need to wait for it to heat up, since you don't really need it to be cooked at all, and it still tastes great and won't give you salmonella. But if tofu is not your thing, this next hack will also give you a ton of extremely fast and tasty breakfast options. It's not only convenient, but it's also a game changer for improving your health drastically. It'll help you get more protein, more fiber, and it can be used to make savory or sweet breakfast dishes in minutes. It'll make things as simple as mixing all the ingredients into a bowl and throwing the mix in a pan, and most of the time you'll have a delicious, high protein meal ready in 5 to 10 minutes. The key ingredient here is chickpea flour. When you cook with chickpea flour, it serves a lot of the same functions as just regular wheat flour, but since it's made from chickpeas, it's insanely healthy. So you can use it to make sweet breakfasts like pancakes, or you can even bake with it. But also, depending on what you mix it with, it can also take on egg-like properties. So you can use it to make omelets or frittatas, or even quiches. Just don't eat the batter raw, it's gross. Do you ever feel lazy and don't feel like cooking anything, but still want something that's delicious, filling, and high in protein, but don't have any more DoorDash credit? This next hack is really good for that. The answer to that is lentils, but there are a few things you need to know to unlock their full potential. So the basic, commonly found brown lentils cook pretty quickly, within 30 minutes or so on the stovetop, which makes it a quicker alternative than, say, cooking beans from dried. But we can do better than half an hour. You can make cooking lentils even quicker if you stick to red lentils, which can be done in just 15 minutes. Those break apart and become more like a cream, so they work great for soups or curries. But there's a way to have lentils that's even faster and you don't lose out on the protein or fiber or any of the incredible nutrients they offer. All you have to do is buy red lentil pasta, and it can be done in just 5 minutes, which is half the time of whole wheat pasta, while boasting more protein and having all the benefits of red lentils. Red lentil pasta doesn't taste exactly the same as other pastas, so see it as something to add to your diet in addition to other carb and protein sources. And it can be found more and more in the supermarket, but if all else fails, you can find it online. But even with the hacks in this video, you might still find yourself struggling to make quick and tasty breakfast. So check out this video so you can start whipping up the easiest vegan breakfast, and as an added benefit, they have even more protein than eggs.